So more than 6,000 delegates from 80 different countries are meeting at the iNkosi Albert Luthuli Convention Centre in Durban. This is in KwaZulu-Natal for the Africa's Travel Indaba 2018, currently being held, and it'll end tomorrow. Sad we aren't there showcasing the beauty, but we're so glad that we can still bring it to you. It really does remain one of the largest tourism marketing events in Africa. And according to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, in 2017, the number of international travelers reached over 1.3 billion. Yet of these, Africa only received 62 million. That's 5% of the world's tourists. I'm sure we can do better than that. It is such a magnificent continent. To find out more about Africa's travel in Durban, let's cross live to our reporter who is there, Sbonga Mbatha, who is joined by the Minister of Tourism himself, Hanekom. Good morning to you. And how is it in Durban? Is it always as beautiful and warm as it is?
Good morning, Leanne. It is indeed once again another warm morning in Durban. You would not notice that we actually just kick-started winter. It should be cold at this time of the year, but knowing Durban, it's summer all year round. Especially this morning, it's an exciting time. We are on our second day of the Africa Travel Indaba. It's an exciting place. We are currently live from the ICC, where all the exhibitors have gathered. And of course, we do understand that our gathering here is because of this interesting industry that contributes 8% to our GDP. And of course, there's so many employment opportunities that it has created, and of course there's so many businesses it has uplifted. But to get further details in terms of what has happened and transpired over the yesterday and today, I have with me the Minister of Tourism in the country, who's going to briefly take me through details as to how this amazing industry, how tourism, travel Indaba is developing South African tourism. A very good morning, Minister.
Morning, Sbonga. Great to have you here. And it really is a glorious day in Durban.
How does the travel Indaba contribute to South African tourism?
Well, firstly, how does tourism contribute to the South African economy? You've more or less said that very significantly, because it's also an employment-intensive industry. So contribution to GDP is one thing, but altogether, direct and indirect employment, 1.5 million people employed across the value chain in tourism in South Africa. Indaba, well, consider it as part of a big marketing effort, not only helping South Africa, but 22 African countries who are here. It's a big event, and it's a big opportunity to put our product owners, our exhibitors who are here, in contact with buyers from all over the world, and they do business, and that's the feedback we're getting already. This Indaba is a really great one. We've got, if I may, we have 1,747 buyers here from all over the world. 80 countries of the world are here as we speak. We've got 1,120 exhibitors, fantastic exhibitors from 22 African countries. So it's a very, very big event, a very big opportunity for people to showcase what they have. By the way, for the first time, we've got 135 small enterprises from across the country. We call them the hidden gems, the little but exciting and authentic places in faraway corners of our country. So this is truly, I've been to, this is my third Indaba. And this is by a long way the vibiest, the atmosphere is great, it's got an African feel. The feedback we're getting from the exhibitors, because that's what it's all about, putting the product owners, the exhibitors in contact with buyers. They're all excited, they're doing business, they say this is the greatest one ever.
Hosting 22 exhibitors, it's Africa in conversation with itself, moving forward, growing the economy through travel. What role do businesses contribute in tourism in the continent?
Very big. I mean, it's most countries have marketing agencies doing their marketing. But what do they market? They market their country, their beautiful countries. But they also, when they go out to London or Berlin or wherever else, New York, to market their country, they're marketing the products in their country. So when we go to the WTM, for example, the biggest international tourism trade show in London, we don't go there as government, although we facilitate it through the South African tourism. We go there with product owners that are showcasing their products that are all over South Africa. So it includes, of course, some government-owned entities like the sand parks and our botanical gardens and all sorts of things that we are responsible for. But in essence, the tourism package, where do people stay when they come to South Africa? They stay in a hotel somewhere, they stay in a guest house, or they stay in a backpacker for that matter. And we've got the best. We really have a magnificent offer. But so do many other African countries. They truly, we often think about the negatives. But you go to countries like Rwanda, like Uganda, like Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe and Zambia. They have incredible offers. We believe that it's our joint offer that makes it even that much more attractive. We would like to see people coming to South Africa and including Namibia in the itinerary. We would like to have people include Mozambique, the most incredible coastline that Mozambique has to offer. So together we have an unbelievable, irresistible offer.
The very same businesses have been in talks as of yesterday. What are some of the things that have been coming out of these discussions?
I wouldn't know, to be honest, because there are so many panel discussions and little networking sessions that are happening. All I know is that the people that I know who are here as exhibitors are so positive. And they say exactly what has been said to me, by the way, by one African minister. He said, I've been coming here for many years as the Minister of Tourism, but for the first time I get a real African feel at Indaba. And so they're all very excited. We have 9 African ministers here, which is very significant. So all I can give you is this kind of broad glimpse and feedback from the people who are here exhibiting. The smaller enterprises are just so excited you can't believe it. And we've made it possible for them to be here. It's difficult as a small business to find your way to Durban, to cover the cost of the accommodation and the travel and the cost of just being here. Well, that's a special program that we have to make it possible for them to be here. The buyers value them being here because it extends the offer. Saying, okay, we can stay in a 5-star place, but in fact, we might want to go to a smaller place somewhere in the Northern Cape. And we might want to have a more authentic experience, and many do. We might want to really feel township tourism. But to feel township tourism, where do we go to? Lebo's backpacker from Soweto is here. And he is so excited. I saw him yesterday. He is doing business. That's the important thing.
Thank you very much, Minister, for your time.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. That was the Minister of Tourism in the country, Mr. Derek Hanekom, highlighting all that has been happening, all that has been unpacked since yesterday. And we do, of course, have to recognize the big announcement that happened yesterday, where it was announced that there will be a direct flight from Durban going to London as of October, 3 flights per week. It is quite an exciting announcement, and it was well received by Durban. It's back to studio for now.